Hey there, my name is Pravus, and welcome to more Stranded: Alien Dawn. Why are you on the title menu, you might be asking? Well, that is because not too long ago, the publisher reached out to me to let me know that there is a major update coming out for the game and asked if I'd like some early access so I could start adding it into the series, and of course I said yes. Now, that does mean we have to play a little game, and that game is called, Is This Update Going to Break My Save Game File? Let's find out. Okay, everything looks to be in order. That's a very good sign. Okay, excellent. So hopefully we have access to a whole bunch of new content. Now, what is that new content, you're asking? May I draw your attention to the bottom of the screen to this little button? Ranching! Yes, we can now tame animals. If I click on this guy right here, yep, there's a tame button. We have to research it, though, first. Got it. Okay, that seems reasonable. So I don't totally know all the features of the new animals, but I do know there's going to be access to some new byproducts. If you can ranch up some animals, we might be able to train them to do some different tasks. I'm hoping we're going to find out these guys are able to start doing some hauling. That would be amazing for me, but we will find out. Now, the time that you're watching this video, I think that this update's already been out for a couple of days. I think it came out on the 23rd, just after I released my video. So didn't quite catch it in time for that one, but now we're playing with it. Now it's live, and we get to have some fun with animals. Let's go to our research screen. Ooh, there's actually a couple things over here that are new. So first off, animal taming, we'll do this. So if we can tame them, they'll need food, medicine, maybe even a place to sleep, and you can breed them. Interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with that. What is this, though? Flare shielding. Oh, okay. A lot of people complained how horrible solar flares are, to which I'm like, you guys clearly have not played Rimworld before, have you? Because that's old hat. No, but instead of having them completely knock out your devices, it looks like it just increases their power consumption by 50%. So you'll have to choose whether you want to turn some off or not. Interesting. Okay. Also, pacifiers. Some animals are too hostile to be tamed, but we can shoot poisoned, quote-unquote, bolts at them, which may make them go to sleep and stuff. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, well, let's start with the simple animal taming, and we will find out what's going on with that. May I also draw attention to the fact that Rita and Quinn got engaged at the very last few seconds of the last episode? Yeah, that's pretty exciting. So if there's a wedding arch somewhere, they will get married. Where should I place a wedding arch? I mean, this isn't exactly, you know, a 5-star facility or anything. This isn't exactly some incredible vineyard, you know, where we can have a beautiful wedding, but I can do something. Where's a nice picturesque spot? Maybe like right in front of all these pine trees or something? I don't know. Doesn't take a whole lot to build, just a bit of cloth and some wood and stuff, but that seems reasonable. And the cool thing is, since Quinn's our builder, he'll get to build his own wedding arch. He's very involved in his own wedding. That's exciting. Anyway, besides that though, we are currently hoping that we're going to find a ship passing over orbit sometime relatively soon. I've got these orbital antennas set up for a reason. What do you mean I need to have at least one working radio? I do have this. Need 2 working antennas. I think these things are just off at the moment because they were draining up too much of my power and we're waiting for the day cycle to get by. But yeah, if we can hopefully have a ship pass by, I'm hoping we'll use that to advance the story and be able to escape from this planet in some way. That was a fun little bit of fog and clouds that just passed by. Pretty cool. But maybe they show up, maybe they don't. Maybe they're just going to send me supplies, maybe new survivors. Who knows? I have no clue what to expect. All right, and the arch is built. So whenever you guys feel ready, you know, at your own leisure, you don't have to rush the engagement period, though I do personally recommend a shorter engagement. But, you know, whenever you guys want. It's right there. It's ready for you. No rush. Just hope you get married soon. Tachyon sources have been discovered once again. That sounds like more alien stuff. We should probably go on another expedition. All right, now, one question I do have is, how does one tame some animals? Let's take a look at activities. Ranching skill. Is anyone good at this yet? Actually, yes. It looks like the farming skill translates nicely for this. So, Rita, you just became even more valuable to me. Not only are you an overworked farmer, but you also get to do some ranching and taming as well. And you should be really good at it because you're level 10. I mean, that seems pretty solid. Under ranching, we have some new stuff. Animal sheds. Okay, some animal spots. Is that a doggo? That's a doggo! We can have dogs in this game now, guys. Aw, 10 out of 10. Large animal spots for the olphins and stuff. We have animal feeders, and then, of course, we can dry their meat and their hide when we inevitably slaughter them. How big is an animal shed out of curiosity? It is actually fairly large. We might need to start ripping apart some of these berry bushes. I kind of had enjoyed keeping them within the confines of my base for a while, but I'm going to go ahead and set up one of these animal shelters. I want to tame things. What do we find at the Tachyon source? More of this stuff, huh? We could trigger an early heat wave. It is pretty darn cold outside. Or we can dismantle, and last time we found a whole bunch of very valuable electronics. I can survive the elements, I think. Let's go ahead and dismantle the machine and just enjoy some free CPU cores or something. That saves me a lot of crafting time. I'm gonna go ahead and observe one of these horned insects, by the way. These things scared the crud out of us last time. They're called a Juno. Interesting, and they are worth a surprising amount of insect meat. Yeah, we can go ahead and harvest that. So let's see. Combined with post-mortem impression suggests an alpha hunter who uses its short front limbs to slash and tear, exclusively carnivorous, a fast runner, very resilient. Yeah, that scares me. We could tame them? What? I don't know if I want to do that. Also, we can build statues. What? Hold on, that is something that new that was added, I believe. Yeah, statues. Ooh, okay. So if you observe some of these animals, you can actually place down some decorative statues around the base. I mean, that's a little bit terrifying, but cool. All right, so we're getting the animal shed built up over here. It's not exactly insulated, and I hope the animals are resilient to the cold, but they probably should be, so that's taken care of now. So in this, we can set down some of these animal spots. Ooh, wow. Yeah, Ulfins are big, it turns out. Okay, tell you what, we'll place you right here. For now, let's just try for one, okay? We can try for more later, but let's just start with one, and I'll make like a little stone animal feeder inside the area right here, all right? This should be everything a young Ulfin needs to survive. Plus, there's like all-you-can-eat berries outside. That's pretty good. And more animals attack. Oh, look at them materialize in. It's like they just got beamed in by Scotty from the Enterprise. All right, right, more angry Ulfins. Yeah, if you don't remember from the last episode, our radios apparently have a tendency to make some of the local animals go a little bit crazy. So this is kind of a major threat for us. Jack, Samantha, we both have sniper rifles. Let's go clear them out. You know what? I say this is a good thing, though. Because this just means a bunch of meat and leather that comes to me. It's like having Uber Eats, but with animal slaughter. Samantha got slightly injured, but she'll be fine. Just a small scratch, no problem whatsoever. So, if we can find one that's not a little crazy, I do want an Ulfin that would be a new pet for me. Where's a good, happy-looking Ulfin? You look like a good, happy-looking Ulfin. Retaliation chance, 3%. Do we want a male or a female? Not sure if it makes a huge difference. The males are a little bit bigger. Requires a farming skill of at least 3 to be able to tame them. And there's a 10% chance, if you fail, that they will retaliate with you in some way. They are going to drop useful waste once per day, so some manure. Oh, that's interesting. Hold on. So if I tame a female, can we fertilize crops now? Oh, yes, you can! You can fertilize crops now! Oh! Well, that's cool. Let me expand the house out just a little bit over here. We could really use a lot more food storage space, and having the ability to place down a freezer and maybe another fridge wouldn't be a terrible plan for me. Yeah, we can fit a freezer and a fridge in here easily. And actually, you know something? We probably should go ahead and actually get myself an electric cook stove. Haven't done it yet, but if it speeds up some cooking jobs, it lets Emlyn do a lot more stuff. I also researched the ability to start creating some hot drinks. We can make some smoke leaf tea, or we can make some coffee out of grain. Yeah, a little bit gross to me in theory, but hey, if it gets everyone what they need, that's great. Also, 100% to get caffeine. What does caffeine do exactly? I'm willing to bet you it increases their wakefulness consciousness over here, I'll betcha. Ooh, caffeine could be great. So let's go ahead and get that electric cook stove over here. Bada boom. All right, so this should be just a straight upgrade from what I've had. Probably should have done this a while ago, to be honest, but it's taken me a while to feel very comfortable with my current situation for power, which, for the record, is now looking phenomenally good. Like, we're good on power, no problems. Training succeeded! Woo! We got ourselves an Ulfin! It's got little hearts around it. It's so happy. It's getting scratched behind the ears. It's like, yeah, this is the life. All right, hang on. So we've got the ability to heal it. We can pet it. I don't know why we would want to. I guess if it's a killer carnivorous animal, maybe don't pet it. We can lead it to a different location. We can rename it, or we could slaughter it. I'm gonna name you Georgia. Yep, we're naming you Georgia the Ulfin. All right, that's gonna be fantastic. So, what do we do with you though? This animal can't be trained. Is the only thing it does is just produce poop? Is that it? Is that all it's able to do? I mean, if that's the case, I'll have to slaughter you at some point, but we could basically start up an Ulfin breeding pen. That's a thing. All right, so maybe not a hauler. Fine, fair enough. But what about other critters? Can anyone else do anything? The glutch is too primitive. The humming fly is too primitive. That all makes sense. What about a Draka? Another manure producer. Taming food required skill cannot be trained either. What's an animal that can be trained? That's my question. Whoa! Spaceship detected! Hold the phone! Wait, you guys are pointing in different directions. Well, which direction is the spaceship? Is it over there or is it over there? No idea. The point is we found a spaceship. Okay, hang on. Who do we think will be a good negotiator? Emmeline, you'll be fantastic. Come over here and contact the spaceship. Let's see what we can find out. This is huge for us. This is gonna be huge, I hope, maybe. They are a trade vessel. They cannot take any passengers on board. Okay, that's fine, but can you pass on an SOS to someone else, some sort of a space authorities? They've gotta exist. Hey, they're offering to send me some consumables. I don't need anything. Fine, send me some antibiotics, I guess. That's nice of you, but that's not what I needed. I need help! Cargo pod. That's something different. Hang on, a cargo pod just made a crash in close vicinity. If anything is salvageable, it'll go away in a few days. Well, that sounds useful. Jack, you're my go-to hauling person. We'll go ahead and use it. Wow, there's a lot more spaceship debris than I remember. We got some cruise ship debris, spaceship debris, armory bay, more spaceship debris and stuff. Oh man, and it's all on one side of the planet too. Let's go to the cargo pod and let's see if there's anything exciting. What'd be best is if we can find another person. I would actually really love to have an 8th member of the crew. Specifically, there's a new person that was added into the game who is guaranteed to never fail in their taming attempts for animals, which could be really helpful in some circumstances. Or, I would really love somebody else who's just good at physical activities and ideally also farming. Not just for taming purposes, but like Rita's had her hands full for a while. It would be nice to have someone who can do some more of these salvaging jobs, more mining jobs, and also chop down and plant some good stuff. Another spaceship hath been detected. Okay, hang on. Quinn, you can do the talking this time around. Let's see if they've got anything for us that could be useful. They've offered to send us a rescue pod, but it only has space for one person? Well, that's not good enough. I mean, I'd love to rescue somebody, but like, no. I was just saying I want to have an 8th person. We either all get off or none of us do. I'm not sending off one at a time. That's insane. Now, realistically, I probably just walked into some sort of a moral, ethical quandary, you know? Like, am I really going to consign everyone to suffer here when one person could have escaped? I mean, but the answer is yes. I'm absolutely going to do that, because if one leaves, the other 6 have an increased chance of death. And how could they possibly let that happen to their comrades? Are we able to feed Georgia now? Okay, it took me a second to figure out what the heck Georgia wanted to eat. Looks like it's going to be just hay. So that's taken care of. Jack's having a meltdown. Oh no, what's wrong with you now? You are... What kind of a meltdown are we looking at over here exactly? Looks like he's hiding. He's just gonna go hide in a dark room? Alright, well, you're setting a really good example for the rest of the team, Jack, but, you know, that's probably fine. Hey, manure! Oh boy, that's a lot of aggressive bugs. That is a lot of aggressive bugs. That elephant didn't stand a dang chance. I assume beetles are untamable as well. Yeah, they are. Of course they are. Why would they be? Alright, cool. Well, the good news is I've got 3 people with sniper rifles now. So I'm going to draft the 3 of them together and see if we can start clearing this pack out pretty quick before it becomes an issue. We should be able to, as long as we're relatively smart about it and we survive the cold. It is pretty chilly out there right now. I'm going to try setting up a tower over in this direction because I've observed that the Ulfins, when they spawn over here aggressive from the radios, have a tendency to run over here. But this isn't actual passable terrain, so they get stuck. I'm hoping we can shoot over it, and that'll make things a little bit easier for me as well. And with the new electric stove, I forgot to turn on all these recipes, so we're going to do that. We'll have coffee, we're going to have tea, which does have some minor pain relief, so it's kind of like having boiled Tylenol. And we're going to have some stews, some bread, some pies, some cakes, some croquettes. All this stuff should be good. This is going to put Emmeline's skill really to the test, so everyone's mood should increase just from higher quality food. There we go. We're clearing these bugs out like it ain't nobody's business. The 3 of these guys, honestly, should be able to clear out some of those other nests pretty quickly. The only problem is nests are still kind of far away, and by the time they actually get there, it's a little on the dangerous side, so I don't know. We need better ways of getting some of those nests cleared out, in my opinion. Or mainly, you know what actually would be great? If I can find an animal that does do some hauling, that alone would also solve some problems, right? So people don't have to take multiple trips really far away. I think that's probably the biggest thing that I would like to see added into this game. If not that, then maybe some sort of robots or vehicle or drone. How about those little dogs that Boston Dynamics is working on? If I can build some of those for a fairly high cost and have it do a lot of my hauling, that would be awesome. Another spaceship, also a solar flare, but we have the shielded electronics, which means that any buildings that did have CPU cores, including, by the way, these orbital antennas, which would normally be shut down, are instead going to be consuming extra electricity. That doesn't seem all that bad, frankly. I feel pretty good about that. Amer, would you please come over here and contact the spaceship? Let's see if there's anything they can offer for us. I'm still holding out hope that eventually there's a way to actually win the game. They can't take any passengers. The AI is instructed to offer help. Silicon, fuel, or scrap metal. I could really use more fuel. Fuel is a thing that can always slow me down. I want to see if there's something kind of clever I can do for some defenses. I'm going to open this up so that when animals want to get into our base, they have to come through here and they're going to get mowed down by some turrets. But also, I could set up more traps along this way and maybe tuck another flamethrower over here in order to just flambe them as they come through. That might be pretty good for me. I might also get rid of this wooden gate and just open it up straight up. I mean, we can have another gate to be safe if we want, but like, I want to make sure we have as much line of sight on these turrets as possible, or maybe we should move them a little bit further forward. Either way, though, the idea is to effectively create a better kill box. Okay, I just realized something. Over here, there's some little manure right over there. That came out of Georgia, came out of Georgia's little butt. We have no idea how to use this until we observe it, because apparently Samantha's never seen poop before. I think it's pretty obvious what it is, but sure, if you want to get around and poke at it for a bit, by all means, go for it. I'm not gonna judge. Another spaceship detected. Samantha, can you go and give them a quick call? See if these guys could beat our saviors. Nope, just a single rescue pod. How does one win this game exactly, I wonder? Do you win simply... Oh, there's a bunch of animals over me, y'all. Do you win simply by virtue of getting everyone out of here one by one? In which case, that would be kind of hard to do because it's kind of hard for one person to survive all on their own over here. But is that technically how you win? Or is there something else to it? I mean, I'm looking through the help menu over here, and I don't think I see anything. Now, that is okay, because at the end of the day, this is an early access game, and maybe the victory conditions haven't been added into the game yet. Completely fine with that being a possibility. I just don't want to look like an idiot on the internet. So if there is something I should know, well, then I have to ask the question. Shrieking noises. As unsettling as they are, their source may be even more unpleasant. Creepy. Unlock the Shrieking Noises Expedition. Oh, dear. Oh, dearie dear. This feels like a high combat kind of a moment. Jack, how are you feeling about being brave? You're a little drowsy at the moment. You know, that's fair. We're gonna give you an opportunity to, rest up a bit first, and then we'll be fine. Georgia, what are you doing over here? Oh, good lord, you got out of your cage. Let's lead Georgia back over here, please. Honestly, we should be sending Jack on expeditions pretty much non-stop. Find out what else is going on at some of those debris sites, mostly just to get some more scrap metal, but you never know. You might find some good stuff. The only problem is, again, I don't have any other good physical characters, so sending Jack out is kind of painful, to be honest. Oh, good god. I just realized that people are tossing manure into our kitchen. Yeah, can we not do that, please? No manure? Ew, god, ew. Like, do you want to get food poisoning? Because this is how you get food poisoning. Anyway, shrieking noises. Spike-tailed insects. Let's take an observation, see if there's anything exciting. Nesting shrieker. Hello. Okay. We actually fought these earlier, but I never managed to observe their corpses before the scavengers came through and ate them all, so okay. Now we know. Cool. If I wanted to, we could set up some additional statues. In this case, of a shrieker. Ooh, we've crafted our first railgun sniper 2.0. That's gonna be nice. An extreme cold snap, 20 degrees lower. Holy crap, this is gonna be the worst winter ever. Another passenger ship goes by, no one on board. All right. Power cells, CPU cores, or electronics? Ooh, I feel like the power cells take the longest to make, though the CPU cores were probably also a really good choice, but regardless, more electronics, always gonna be happy to see it. Oh gosh, even at full operation here, we're looking at about 4 degrees indoors. We are just barely above freezing. I mean, everyone should be properly clothed, except I don't know why Grayson's wearing some synthetic leggings. I really wish he would stop doing things like that. But anyway, everyone should be fully clothed and able to handle that temperature, but only barely. Like, this is stupidly cold. Minus 21 C. Ouch. Georgia, can you even survive this? Hey, look, you're fattening up. 78 beetles? Oh my god, it's an infestation! Frick me! Okay, oh boy. How are we gonna deal with 78 beetles? The answer is I don't think we are. They're so far away that if I try to get them during an extreme cold snap in minus 25 degrees Celsius, we're gonna freeze to death from hypothermia first. So that's a thing. It's a good time to test out all these traps and flamethrowers. That's for freaking sure. Oh, good lord, this is a problem. I personally think that all these bugs should freeze to death. Come on, what bug can survive minus 25 degrees Celsius? No. That's not a thing. I call bull. I call bull. My suspension of disbelief has been ruined. All right, the bugs are on their way. I'm gonna draft everyone up for the second. Let's go ahead and just keep them all inside, at least for a moment, while we figure out what the heck we're gonna do. Here comes the swarm! Oh my gosh, it's so many bugs. Please tell me you guys are actually gonna go where I want you to and funnel through here, because if you guys actually try to start punching through some walls, and it can happen, and that's gonna be a problem. Wow, that's vaguely horrifying. Look at this. Look at this. My god. All right, everyone, I hope you're really well dressed. I should actually just double check this before I send you out in the cold. Not very well dressed, mind you, but dressed enough that we'll be all right. Okay, here we go. Everyone get behind the turrets and get ready to fight for your lives. We got a lot of bugs coming in. Here come the locusts. All right, they're gonna get trapped, and we're gonna take them down. Here come the flamethrowers. They shouldn't be able to make it very far through here. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it worked. It worked brilliantly. Of course, now they're attacking my walls, which I find very annoying, but nonetheless, it worked brilliantly. I'm a genius. Let's see if we can just sneak around over here real quick and just pick these guys off bit by bit before they destroy everything, and bada boom. Everyone, no, go back inside. Samantha, no. Whatever you're doing right now, forget these rocks. This is not important enough. You will die. Well, I guess if I wanted a million freaking insect meat, this is the best opportunity I'm ever gonna get. 78 bugs, dude. 78! Holy crud. Gosh, it's 1 degree inside in some of these rooms right now. Only 1 degree, 0 over here. Jack is literally sleeping in freezing temperatures. And he doesn't even have any shoes! Just to add insult to injury to the whole thing over here. Gosh, dang, this cold snap has got to end. Holy crud. Oh my god, finally the cold snap ends. Holy crud. Okay, we're up to about 3 degrees Celsius inside now. Wowzas. All right. I'm just churning through all the research that I can right now. Meat printing and stuff I could work on. Laser pikes are probably going to be more useful to me overall. Incendiary traps, in certain cases, could be kind of nice. I don't know how you get the pacifiers, though. You have to first find and produce healing balm. There is some sort of a plant somewhere that I have not learned about. That's what I'm hearing here, and it bothers me. I want to know what healing balm is. More Ulfins attacking, as usual. Curious if the tower works as intended. Oh, yes, it does. You silly Ulfins, you have funneled yourselves into my trap. Can you ping this one so he comes toward me? There we go, perfect. That worked fantastically. I also tamed myself another Ulfin. This one I'm gonna name Gregory. There we go. Georgia and Gregory, perfect. And we only have a couple of researches left to go, so I need to do a little bit of research to find out if it's 1, possible to win this game, 2, if it's possible to tame some animals that could actually be a lot more helpful than the ones I've currently got, because while it is awesome to be able to tame these giant cow things, what I really need are like some donkeys or horses equivalents, or also dogs. Apparently dogs do exist in the game now, so I gotta find those somehow. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we need to figure out with this whole animal tamings business, but ranching is a pretty cool addition, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what else it has to offer. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Stranded. There's another one, haha. If you did enjoy, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, make sure you hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.